from the Heart.
Welcome back to Horror from the Heart, episode 34. So, on this one though, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys an update because I know I haven't been able to really kind of post consecutively like I had been throughout the whole entire year. So what I'll let you guys know is this will probably be my last episode, at least for this year. And the only reason why is because if you've listened to a previous episode, you know that I've been having some health issues. It's been kind of hard to keep track of things, honestly. Just so you guys know. It's if you check out any of my TikTok stuff or go to YouTube and see the stuff that's on there that has my little TikTok videos on there, you are caught up and you know exactly what's been going on with me. If you haven't, so you guys know, I did end up getting the coronavirus in the end of October, and after that I ended up developing tremors, some memory issues, balance issues, and things like that. It has not been fun, honestly, but we're taking every day, as is, day by day. So, but for right now, I just wanted to let you guys know I'll probably keep this as the last episode for this year, at least. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll see any updates or anything like that. I'll try to keep people updated on things like that. I'll still be trying to do the TikToks and stuff, because honestly, trying to talk for extended periods of time can be kind of daunting for me sometimes. I have moments when everything's okay and I can have a normal conversation, and there's other times when it's kind of hard to actually get words out. And trying to do a longer conversation is definitely something that it's a task. So with this one though, it's the holiday season, and I've been on a big kick when it comes to just horror movie stuff here lately. That's been the majority of my content lately, especially with the TikToks, with the facts and everything like that. And I want to be able to get into other stuff that is out there, because that's the whole aspect of what this is not just talking about the movies, but talking about everything that is out there in the world when it comes to horror. So today though, I wanted to talk about horror holiday movies, because it's really kind of neat that we have that ability to be able to take pretty much any kind of season out there or anything out there and change it into a horror movie, because you have to really kind of look at it and see what it is that we have that's out there. We have tons of horror movies surrounding Halloween type stuff. There's literally, the Halloween movies that are based into Halloween time of the year. Not specifically the actual season itself, but, just something that happens around that time. Granted, there are horror movies that follow into, the whole Halloween aspect, like Trick or Treat. It was an absolutely fantastic movie. If you haven't seen that one, you should definitely check it out. It is phenomenal, and it's one of my favorite holiday horror movies. But then you also have other ones too that are out there, such as Thanksgiving or The Ginger Dead Man. We have stuff that covers, the Thanksgiving type of area. We have stuff that covers, even, Christmas and holidays and stuff like that. And I know most of them are Christmas based. Everybody has their own religion and what they believe in, but I know most of the horror movies are based around, Christmas, because of how commercialized it is. So you have things like Silent Night, Deadly Night, where you literally have a guy dressing up as a killer Santa Claus. And then the subsequent sequels that came after that just got worse and worse, but in that fun kind of way. But then we do have other stuff like The Gingerbread Man, where it was, it's Gary Busey as a gingerbread man going around killing people. It's freaking great. And then you have, like Jack Frost, based off of a snowman. The guy gets turned into a snowman. And I'm not talking about the Michael Keaton one where it was family friendly and stuff. I'm talking about the serial killer one, the one where Shannon Elizabeth had her very first premiere in any kind of movie whatsoever. But it's not just those holidays that we end up getting. We also get other ones that are out there that have an aspect, because you look at stuff like My Bloody Valentine, it's based off of Valentine's Day. And then you have like Leprechaun. Now granted, it's not a St. Patrick's Day type of thing, but that's the general theme of how that kind of thing is because it's based off of a leprechaun. I mean, what else was it supposed to be, But then you look at other ones where it may not be specifically everybody's holiday and stuff like that, but we do have one out there, or have a few of them out there that, aren't based off major holidays like that. Like I'm sure there's horror movies out there based in like 4th of July type of style stuff, because I mean, horror covers everything, when we go through that kind of stuff. If somebody has a script for pretty much everything, I mean, hell, even Midsummer would be one of those ones where it's technically like a holiday movie in its own little way, because there's plenty of people out there who do practice Midsummer. Now, not in the same way that the movie does, but the actual spirit of Midsummer. If you don't know what that is, you should look it up, because, knowledge is power and stuff like that. And learning about how other people do their stuff is pretty neat, But for me, it was always more about like the holiday ones, the major holiday ones that I like. Of course, like the Trick or Treat movie, because finding movies based around Halloween would be great. Now, technically, speaking of Halloween, we did talk about Trick or Treat a little bit. We talked about the fact that you have Halloween and Michael Myers, the Shape, running around killing people around Halloween. But when you go back and you go look at something like Terrifier was based around the Halloween time. If you haven't seen that one's crazy and it's great. Art the Clown is fucking scary as shit. Creepy as hell. Let's just put it that way. But that one was actually, based around Halloween. It's kind of like in the same way where you have people who sit there and will tell you Die Hard is a Christmas movie, because technically Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It's based around Christmas, even though it's not like a Christmas movie. So we have tons of movies that are out there. And for me, like I said, the Halloween ones are usually my favorite, the ones based around Halloween time, because that is the spooky season. And I love the spooky season. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I get into horror as much as I do, is because of stuff like Halloween. And again, not the movie, the actual, Samhain and stuff like that, Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead and stuff. Things like that, because of the spiritualness that has come around because of that, the scary ghosts and goblins and monsters and things like that. That's what helps to push that little horror genre further and further. Whether it feels like Halloween or any of the other holidays like they used to from way back in the day, because they definitely don't feel the same to me, but they still have, those nostalgia feelings and stuff like that. Now, Halloween is one of those ones where I still try to do my best to watch horror movies and stuff like that and get ready for spooky season. This year, sadly, of course, with everything that has been going on, I did not get to, really partake in Halloween as much as I normally would. I didn't get to do a costume and go run around and scare kids and stuff like that, or take my kid out trick-or-treating or anything like that. It was hanging out at the house, because, that's where I was supposed to be with everything that's been going on. But I'm kind of curious as to what it is that all of y'all like when it comes to, horror movies and holiday horror movies. What's one of your favorite holiday horror movies? Do you like any of the holiday horror movies that are out there? Do you know any other holiday horror movies that I didn't mention in here? Because I know there's tons of them. Like I said, because the horror genre is just so chock full of everything. I know I haven't seen every single horror movie that's out there. Granted, I'm working on that. I'm definitely working on that. But I know I haven't seen every single one of them. So let me know what you guys think. If you're listening to this on podcast, of course, leave me a review. Hit the little follow button, because I'll put out more content. If you haven't checked out any of my other episodes, I got 33 other episodes up there. If you're watching this on YouTube, of course, you're getting updates every single day, because my TikToks go to YouTube as well. So that way you guys know. And if you like it, hit that like button. If you don't, hit the little dislike button. Let me know what I need to change, what I need to do better. because that's how we learn, that's how we grow and progress and stuff like that. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think and stuff like that. Of course, if you want to be able to know what's been going on and how things are, you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on TikTok. And if you're just listening to some podcast, find me on YouTube and you'll be able to get an update that way. That's probably going to be like the best bet is through TikTok and YouTube to get any kind of update as far as what's been going on and when I'll be coming back for more podcasts, because I love doing this. It doesn't matter if there's 2 of you listening to me to 20 of you guys listening to me. I do it for the sheer will of just loving to talk about horror stuff in general. And again, anything from the real life stuff to the movies, even though I've been on a big movie kick for the past few months, I would say. So hopefully, you guys take the time to check the other stuff that's out. Like I said, I do the daily horror facts, and you might learn something new over there, because I do real life to movies and stuff like that there too. So that's either TikTok or YouTube. Just search for Horror from the Heart. And I hope to see you guys next year in the next episode.